Here come the fireworks!
As a good knight should. Time to clean up.
Eat this!
Dodge this! What's the...
Come a little closer.
I'm here. Pew pew.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I'm a rock. Look at you, Fooztail.
You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite.
Come a little closer.
Dodge this!
Let's go. Pew pew.
This moment will be frozen in time.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Amp it up!
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in...
Shred till I'm dead!
Dodge this! Ah!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Gotta dash! Come on out! Bye!
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Nice and spicy! Hey-ya!
Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Gotta dash!
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention. That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my... Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adept...
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of... but that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have...
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am... Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glazed lilies. And if you were lucky enough... But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it is today. Even more difficult to find is smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or, in any case, smaragdus jadeite is an adepti treasure, and the adeptal power with... goodness knows if that child...
Well, since you're an adeptus...
Yes.
She counts? How come there are so many adepti in Liyue Harbor?
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few...
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yanfei. Yanfei, I believe you've already heard of the traveler.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you, and you became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the chiefs. A shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come... Oh, yes, here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy. If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's always been like this, ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really...
An adeptus? I guess, kinda. My old man said he was one. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and they had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an adeptus.
Почему бы для
Aren't you
адептов
guys
разве они не
supposed
должны
to sign
соблюдать
solemn contracts to
контракты,
protect
защищать
Liyue
ее, и
Harbor
потом
and all that
вернуться
stuff?
домой и жениться?
What do you...
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently. Anyway, let's not dwell on that too much. It hasn't
Хорош,
been
ну
seen.
Is
хорош,
that
ну
so,
чё?
Yenfei?
I know, Granny, you've...
Ну не, давай.
That's a really thick book.
Commercial consultancy. Or Crossel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with... He mentioned that he was... So, I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you wanted...
Wow. Best we...
Ну хорош, столько разговаривать, вы чего? Там вот задание еще какое-то. Я лучше думаю, сначала эти задания на 40 плюс. Вспоминать сейчас все это заново. Ливуе. Это редкие цветы, кстати, по-моему. А еще там еще один феркай. Тормози. Вот еще два. Спагиатор не заказываю. Сюда. Вы что думали от меня? Спрячете все это? Вон еще один сундук вижу. С горы надо слететь тут. О, это все, о чем я прошу, что ты делаешь? Муша, я поклоняюсь Георхонту, как я могу судить, ты не из Ливия. Это храм скалы, люди со всего Ливия приходят сюда, чтобы поклониться властелину камня. Я живу очень далеко, я не могу часто посещать храм, поэтому каждый раз я провожу здесь много времени. Чем больше узнаю властелина камня, тем больше восхищаюсь его величием. Когда я думаю о деянии Георхонта, друга к храму, уже не кажется мне такое изматывающее. Я полагаю, что ты мало знаком с властелином камня и его истории. Если хочешь, я могу рассказать о нем. Хотя мои рассказы могут и не произвести на тебя должное впечатление. Придумал, собери для меня какие-нибудь предметы, связанные с Лиюэ, эти вещи помогут мне наглядно проиллюстрировать историю. Хорошо, возвращайся поскорее, буду ждать тебя здесь. Ну, типа... Что это? Нашла что-нибудь? Да вот тут неподалеку. Я слышал, что сейчас можно найти только на территории, на террасе Юдз. Это отлично пойдет для рассказа о Георхонте. Ты сделал правильный выбор. Глазурная лилия тесно связана с историей Ливия. В чем связь, подумаешь, что необычного есть в глазурной лилии? Верно, ее стоимость за один цветок ты можешь выручить целое состояние. Кстати, слово Мора произошло от еще одного имени Георхонта Моракс. Поэтому многие считают Георхонта богом богатства. Все купцы в Лиюэ, мелкие и крупные, совершают подношение властелина камня. В конце концов, не найдется никого богаче Георхонта. Я думаю, он самый богатый даже среди остальных архонтов. Вот такая история. В следующий раз обсудим что-нибудь еще. Что я получил? Я что-то получил. Это что? Письмо от похитителей. Анонимное письмо отправлено похитителям. Это связано с... Ну вот, понятно, в принципе, тут все вот. Бог богатства. С незапамятных времен в гавань Лиюэ стекались ценности со всего света. Лиюэ — город торговцев и богатства. Это место, через которое льется рекой нынешняя валюта Мора, и это место, где Мора чеканится. Само название происходит от мименники. А, ну так я это уже знаю. Что там дальше по заданию? Это все такая, я не понял. Вот сюда, значит. Как же все не перемещено? Во время своих путешествий по Тайвайту вы можете найти кристаллы необычной формы, которые заключены.
keep up with me.
Подожди, если я не ошибаюсь. Ну... И чё мне делать?
Don't blink. Hey!
Убираешь, что ли? Значит, мне нужно улучшить. Тебя убираем, ставим. Тебя кто у меня есть?
At the ready.
Right. Right.
Absorption test.
Right. Right.
Let it rain. Incoming.
Сухами уходи.
Stand clear.
Легче не собирай.
Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Submit for judgment!
Сяфи пройдем. И по заданиям пойдем. Куда мы? А, нет, стой. Еда. Что тут так?
Speed of light!
Да как это неудобно, да?
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. Incoming! I'll race you there! Speed of light! Don't blink! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide! Get it! Don't blink! I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Mine's your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Speed of light! No one escapes my sights!
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Cut to the chase!
Есть, получается. Да чё я... А, да, это и есть то место. Нам туда, в принципе, и надо. Значит, да, отсюда и долетим. Где метка-то стояла? Стой. Сейчас.
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow. No, my sword!
Can't run from death.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Че, бумаги? Там что-то написано, давай скорее прочитаем. Угадайте.
Let it rain! Ring cutter! Time to act! Hey! Cut to the chase. Incoming.
Let the show begin.
Don't blink. Incoming. Hey! Speed of light.
Let me weave you a verse.
With sword comes shadow.
Let's end this quickly! I guess this is it. Roasted fry.
Don't blink.
You need to hurry up! What unfortunate fault!
Speed of light. Don't blink. No escape.
I'll protect us.
No, my sword. Incoming. Nowhere to hide.
Speed of light.
End this quickly!
Rain cutter.
Don't blink. Let the show begin. Let it rain. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink.
Rain outlines your
End
face.
this quickly!
Иди ты.
Go, go, Barret Bunny. Incoming. Come on, we can do it. Sheet of light.
This is it.
No escape. Incoming.
Disgusting.
I'll protect us.
Mr. Crossell.
Oh, good. Very.
You're...
Miss Yanfei.
Wait,
No, I'm not. The contract makes it. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the.
Guaranteed genuine?
Of course. This.
In that case,
Oh, of course.
thanks a lot, Mr.
let's dance.
Whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you My associates and I are very...
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I spent so much money on them. If I have to... My family... We now have a backlog of paid up... A big banquet is coming up in a few days and several That's what the hairpins were for, too. But now that I've lost the hair...
Why does Paimon have a...
Would you really?
Hold on. Don't run off looking for...
Huh? What?
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Jichao somehow. True. Though surely they're...
Right. I finished reading the... Furthermore, the contract also expressly... And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite...
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Jichao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of...
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins, whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need...
Please. Please, however much it is, now that it's come to...
Yes, legally speak. So hold on a moment, Miss...
What did I feel? My family has seen...
Smooth to the... No, it's nothing.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you... You lost them? Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
Mora! Do you have any idea? I just don't... Forget.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little... It was in fact genuine Smaragd...
Of course.
All right, understood. I'll conduct...
Thank you very much.
Looks like I'll have...
Please wait, Mr. Chow. It's not convenient.
What?
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you...
No. What I wanted to talk about is... There is a chance that the Orin laid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus Jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you in...
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the... I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus Jadeite, if mere mortals come into contact... Mr. Chow, did you at any...
No, not at all.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier, if I have deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus Jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now.
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way, and then he'd throw the Smaragdus Jadeite into the sea the moment we were gone. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up per the contract. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them.
Well then, since you're so experienced...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow.
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for every... It feels like Yanfei is even more concerned.
These are my formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just... Any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay. And I'll also need your signatures on pages 5.
This contract has so many pages. Paimon's all at...
All right, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through and let me know if you have any questions.
I've had a read through.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like...
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask.
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. Also, the idea of someone abusing the... But again, let's not dwell on this. I've got it! If Mr. Crossell had his...
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Why, hello there, honored...
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnayan merchant...
A Snezhnayan merchant... I do remember that. He brought me a piece of... That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But he was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross-sections and patterning suggest... Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus Nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental sight a shot. So, did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come Jichao is able to...
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding... There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that translates... And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of...
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
В смысле черный экран? Да ну нафиг.
Unusual action...
И чё, я все это время стримил черный экран? Вы серьезно, что ли? Сейчас я посмотрю, что за фигня. Так, стой, погоди. Ну, захват игры стоит, если только так. Убрать чат. Так появится. Да он должен был показывать. И я просто что-то почти час сижу и стримлю черный экран. Черный экран, спасибо. Вот я же говорю, всегда надо заходить и проверять. А я в этот раз просто не смотрел.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire?
Да, сейчас вроде работает.
If you could just confirm for me once more.
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk smaragd.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the process?
Of course. But might I ask why?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the...
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei, but...
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue.
With this hard evidence to back us up?
On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build. If you want to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry. Aha! Got it! Singxi. She often helps people.
Well, that was quick. How come you...
Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day.
Просто прикинь, да, час черного экрана стримить.
As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contract, but the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the
So you help them make sense of the law?
Yes, well, that's no obstacle, because I've memorized all the...
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like...
Again, with that casual tone.
Well, that's that then. Let's go look for...
Да, погнали, все, уже надоело разговаривать. Ой, я не то открыл. Так, ну это понятно, это тоже понятно. Камень, которого, согласно оценке Янфэй, является зеленым нефритом. Официальный сертификат, полученный из загадки нефрита. Хоть недалеко бежать. Офигеть, час 10 стримить. Не, ну где-то час 5.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel. Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with the design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, this order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that—
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with them. Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called— the inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now—
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway.
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as—
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or—
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo—
The weirdo with the snake around his neck? What do you want—
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
Что оно? Так опять. Кстати.
Ready, steady, go!
Ой, что я нажал?
Let the
Ладно,
show begin.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well? Now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some sharp—
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar—
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about— The Seven Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit
That is indeed the case. If you would be—
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention but after I gave him my reply, his expression— I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if you're pressing—
you needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baizhu. Thank you for penning us that document.
You're too kind.
That Baizhu guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
Нет, подождите, задание. Целая куча заданий вообще накопилась. Сейчас.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you—
Of course. Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
10-кратном размере.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow—
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jade. In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite.
That's an unsubstantiated but—
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are—
Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't
Hard evidence. Something legally binding. We have just the thing.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's—
You know, you could be right. Perhaps—
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my—
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do— Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as decisive proof of our case.
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in— Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item— I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh.
Huh? No. The hairpin
aren't actually inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite. You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Sir Chow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
He's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
I admit it. I confess. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a— But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I went to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is almost indistinguishable from Smaragdus. I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it again. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Jiqiao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Alright, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I fail to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite!
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Chow, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus Jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine...
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Просто минут 6 только разговор.
Exactly. Usually when some...
The right solution depends on your The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce an Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs...
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pick...
Бежать дольше будет. Отсюда прилететь будет быстрее. Стоп, тормози. Чего же я раньше не додумался, так быстрее было? Папулька, я принес тебе нефритовый камень. Давай здание выполнять. Вот так вот, давай.
Ah, you've returned. How did it? Good. Then we have all...
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't... I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts, too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish...
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riot. Indeed she is. Liyue has changed. And the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted. Liyue is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic.
Oh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
О, Паймон, так взволнована, как это делается?
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. There we go. This, hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a...
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Знаю, что выбрать.
Come on, enough procrastination.
Что теперь жить в этом чайнике?
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's, huh? But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there still. Why is it so empty here? Oh, wait a second. What is that?
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. Hang on a moment. Oh, call me. I suppose.
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want... Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to... You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, as long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right! Granny handed us some when she...
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary... Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the...
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole thing.
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained... He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even this world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm.
A golden-eyed adeptus?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never seen that Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to... I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Я понял уже. Быть. Группа она придумала, что? Чем это? О, сюда иди, клетка. Что там дальше по заданию? Кстати, что у нас там? 940. особо так хочется. Хоть она что-то появилась.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild. Are your adventures going smoothly? Is that so? Another person to count on is always good after all.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is. There's been a certain blonde stranger.
Blonde. Dresses. Wait! Do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like hers?
Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different.
Seriously? How does...
That stranger declined the guild's invitation. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to and should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, he would certainly be a big help on your journey. Please don't talk down. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to he stands guard at the city. I wish you every...
Everyone can hear your voice.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Honorary knight. Is something the matter? A stranger with an eye patch. Let me think. Oh yeah, he was wandering all over Mondstadt at first, which I lost him pretty quickly. As long as Master G...
That might be true, but if it were up to Jean, she'd take the...
That is true. But on the other hand, knowing that... anyways. Oh yeah, he was at Wagner. You should go ask him.
What? You need something? Here. I remember him. Can't say I've heard of any of them. He then had a look at the weapons in my shop. If the Knights of the Guild want to get hold of him.
She'll see... Anyway, let's...
about it, try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine. What will it be? Grape juice or apple cider?
Hey, Charles! Have you seen a blonde straight...
That I have. He comes here every night. Just he even sometimes mixes his own drinks after he orders them. I don't know anything else about him, but from his
And what's Master...
Why,
Investigating
If you're looking for that there's too many raucous... Ah, welcome, sir. The wine that you previously ordered is here.
He's really here? Let's go down... Wow, he's got no intention of paying us any mind, huh?
A traveler, you say? Why are you traveling? Well, that's as good a reason as any. Sit down over there, then.
So... guess we've broken the ice.
That little one beside you.
Uh-huh. We're the best of friends.
It's indeed a good thing to have someone accompany you on your travels. My name's Dainsleif. I suppose you have some business with me? Sure.
And he was so cold just a moment before. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
But I will require advance payment. 500 mora, and 3 answered questions. The 500 is a one-time fee, and we'll settle the questions in a moment. That's it.
Well, now Paimon's got a really bad feeling. That kind of compensation...
Ah, thank you. Now, as for my questions, I'd like you to answer them. The answer to a question says nothing about right and wrong. I only wish to know what your choices are. Question 1. The crisis Mondstadt faced was resolved by an alliance between yourself and that Animo Archon who calls himself Venti. I know everything that I should. Well, answer the question. Is that your answer? Question number 2. Rex Lapis, who has defended Liyue Harbor for millennia on end, used his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all... Who do you think will defend Liyue Harbor in the future, now that they've lost their deity? So that's your answer? Now for my final question. This world has people who gained visions. Which of the two do you think hold more importance in the eyes of the gods? So, this is... It seems that you're different from him. I'll take that 500 mora. And now I also understand your views on this world. That said, I only take commissions related... Like you, I am currently on a journey. You intend to find your sibling. Ugh. Those creatures that serve the Abyss are the Fang... I have come to Mondstadt this time while on...
An Abyss Herald?
An even more twisted abyssal being. One that commands the Abyss mages.
Oh, that's right! We've just been fighting against. We haven't encountered the non-human abyss order.
There's some reason behind that. It's possible that they may have been under order.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Maybe they're looking for a better time to ambush us or we're super...
That manor. It's just... Well then, let's go see for ourselves, shall we? According to the leads I have on hand, let's meet up at the temple. Perhaps your questions about the abyss... This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the Falcon of the West. Though it can soar in the wind, it ultimately... Oh, it's nothing. Let's head in...
We can do this! The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now. Paimon wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Да, иду, давай.
Don't blink!
One with my blade! From whence you came!
Get him! Bet you can't keep...
I'll protect us.
Nowhere to hide. Incoming!
Submit for judgment! Barely a scratch. A touch of frost.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Just a few abyss mages? Seems like that the abyss. It is chaos. That is why even and the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow.
You seem to know a lot.
Well, we do. I suppose that's as far as judging by the traces I'm fall. Perhaps we may
Такой, чтобы я сразился с этим типом, я его не вынесу.
Begin. La 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 la. Now, think Dean's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Lord of Wolvendom, great wolf, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by.
But where do we begin?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kinda scary. Let's beat them up first! With sword comes shadow! Whew! That's that! Let's go check out that bonfire! Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss. Another one of those bonfire spells! Looks like the Abyss really has been around here. Yikes! Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out, and quick!
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself. But they were left behind by Abyss mages, and there was no deeper... It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make... We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf...
But now we're out of leads! Are we...
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's, but I suppose that this place... In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing the first time I laid eyes upon...
Huh? But Paimon...
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, let's go see what the situation...
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Guhua.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Hey! Let it
it rain! Don't blink! Get him! Incoming! Nowhere to hide! Don't blink! Rain outlines your... Incoming! No escape! Go, go, there! Speed of light! To the chase!
Oh, so in the end, we still couldn't find that
I wouldn't call not having to gate.
No.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes.
You know, where are
He no longer. I'm afraid that traveling.
Oh.
I still have some things left unfinished.
Yep! And it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you... Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty. But Liyue's... either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? Whichever it is, we can reach the top of that...
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything...
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane?
Me? I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean you're... But how could that be? You only touched...
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent. As for why, as it...
You're saying some real confusing stuff.
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. At least you now know that he is still on the... At this time, the most important thing is the journey. Yes. And this... May you find your kin at the end.
Huh? You're...
Only for now. Don't worry. After all, I did take 500 mora.
Столько опыта.
Oh, yes! Yes! They have the audacity to... The 7. Dragon. Still, this time is different. Who do they think they... Oh, Traveler. It's you.
Huh? Ganyu, what are you doing?
Hello. We were just
Yes. We were...
But we recently received intel from the Ministry of...
2 big-time treasure hoarders?
Yes. They're known as Big Sis of the South and Raptor.
Oh, Raptor! Paimon remembers he tried to run away from Amber and Mondstadt. But who is Big Sis?
You were correct. She's the head of the treasure hoarders in Liyue. Some say that the god of thieves even bestowed a gift upon her for her exploits, making her big...
Anyway, the treasure hoarders discovered some previously unexplored ruins that the Abyss... Despite how dangerous that makes it, all the treasure hoarders can think about is what kinds of treasure could be inside. They have already devised a plan. They will send out a decoy to divert the...
To this end, Big Sis and Raptor have reportedly recruited a certain Grand Thief from Fontaine.
Grand Thief? That...
Oh, indeed. He is the Grand Thief is highly respected in the treasure hoarders, in the same way that we adventurers look up to great adventurers. Ah, so you're familiar with the author of the Tevat travel guide, then. So, despite being relative big-timers in Liyue and Mondstadt,
With the major changes in Liyue recently, but anything related to the Abyss makes me so I decided to come to the Adventurers Guild to post a commission.
Leave.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good to see this in the hands of a reliable guild member. Well then,
for justice. There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go deeper inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable. There aren't many guards here. Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
No, my sword!
Incoming! More signs that a treasure hoarder was here! This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you. Could it be the Grand Thief?
Короче, перерыв надо покушать.
he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's... Why is the statue of the Seven hanging upside down and the statue's hands? Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that? Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't... Hello? Are you okay, mister? He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good. No! We can't stay here! Quick, run! Don't blink! Hey! Speed of light! I'll protect us.
Чё? Нет.
Let the show begin. Incoming!
You have come here. You have as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Danes, did he send you here to die? The Abyss is on.
What is this power? Pirates never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Abyssal roar!
Incoming!
Forth, my blade!
This power. I see. In that case.
Oh, such a strong enemy! Who knew the Abyss? Huh? What is it? Oh, right!
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, could it be that you encountered an Abyss?
Huh? How did you know?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. Tell me the rest of what happened in there.
And then, as we fought a bit...
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come.
Let's go!
Туда и открыть попу. Все, открыть надо, стоишь. А где находится? Oh, my you there. Поедем на...
Don't blink!
Стрим, это же стихия. Замучишь серьезно. Надо на ту сейчас сначала гору залезть.
Speed of light! Nowhere to hide!
Swift and merciful! Spirit blade! Attack!
Don't blink! Speed of light!
Forth, my blade!
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Those Abyss mages...
No.
Oh, is that so? Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuit?
In fact, they seem to be searching the room. However, they look disappointed. So it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be, but I have a feeling that their plan with this one cannot discover the truth, or rather, these abyss mages likely. All right, we shouldn't.
Просто там намекает, вот залезная группа. Я залезу. Охотник. Черт, это охотник.
One with my blade.
Speed of light.
From whence you came.
Иди ты нафиг, а.
Swift and merciful. Barely a scratch.
Rain outward. Mine's your fate. Rain cutter.
Они не дадут нам.
Come on, we can do it.
One with my blade.
Don't blink. With sword from shadow.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Отстаньте, ну серьезно.
After all that training.
Как нельзя его убивать?
Don't blink. I'll be tough. Speed of light.
Что ты прыгай?
A touch of frost.
Don't blink. Got lucky that. No, my soul. Go. Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Rain outlines your fate.
Submit for judgment. Forth my blade.
Incoming. Wow! Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. See?
There are no just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to forget it. The connection between rather, they are both
branches.
Both originate from
Huh? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left. Oh. Speaking of Conria. Oh, right. As your guide. Huh? You have memories of.
Is that so? But if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Conria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your brother from within that
It seems your brother.
And then your brother told
The destruction of Conria. He said.
that destruction, it seems the first time.
Huh. So your brother.
And it was shortly after that.
Oh, Paimon knows this part.
I understand. When you awoke at that time, but now, since you have come to gain some.
If that's before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria? Oh, yeah.
I probably know more. Conria was it was a powerful nation.
A nation?
Later events.
You mean?
500 years ago, the pride of.
How could that be? The history books don't.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving.
Don't blink!
A touch of frost.
Let's dance. Incoming.
Forth my blade.
Over there! Dane was just saying how these ancient machines... So, did Conrad...
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. These Ruin Guards were known as field tillers.
Field tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field tiller was just a code name. The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather...
Faflor was stealing...
After the destruction of... They wandered aimlessly over the century, perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other...
That sounds... so sad. Yeah...
Once you understand more, those... But no matter their past...
A touch of frost.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of gruppa.
Spirit blade. Attack!
Speed of light with sword from shadow.
From whence you came!
Incoming! Cut to the chase!
Swift and merciful! Submit for judgment!
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a tab?
Perhaps it really does...
But... Paimon...
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame.
What? Is that what...
Loom of Fate, initial... They... The Abyss. It seems like they are still launching the
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a... From the horror... So, Dane...
I'm reading it now.
How so?
In short, the first...
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past, though you may not have been aware...
Last time it was... Well, the Abyss Order used...
No. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind.
So, wait! The Abyss Order wants to make some sort of...
Very few people... Only the talisman's message and the new core...
The Eye of the...
It would seem so.
This whole thing keeps...
Yes. Thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine.
Oh boy. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is... Yeah! That...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing. A huge statue, but how aware of...
Faith doesn't ask for anything... Shh! We're about... And actually...
I never specific...
Huh?
You are the honor... Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. When a non-believer I have never that's enough about them.
Okay, then we'll...
I should warn you, the Church of Favonia also...
Honorary Knight! But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about. Of course you wouldn't know anything about.
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? A long time ago, nearly every in the church's Of course?
Not. Sorry, Barb.
Other strange story.
The tyrants?
Oh, this many, many years ago.
Balls of fire.
People at that time, but this strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever right. Perhaps it was something else. Anyway.
It's okay.
There's that point.
Oh, Rosar.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order?
Indeed. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself. Master Jean said you should stay.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go get.
Oh, but please, everyone.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched? This could very well.
What is the Abyss?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osai, today, the Abyss Herald made.
With my blade!
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Rain outlines your. Don't blink!
A touch of frost!
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah. Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of
It has nothing to do with. I cannot possibly agree with this. Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special. It's just my opinion. You shouldn't place too much, even if the god in.
Don't trust them and don't.
Lest I repeat the.
Huh? What?
The destruction of the. Well.
What a strange man. Yeah, that's at the rite of dissension in Liyue. Not.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order, and Boreas.
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order.
Regardless, Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus God's spirit. He does not often see people. Okay, be.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly done. If you serve a...
What the heck is this there? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But...
No matter... Bow before the abyss!
Force my blade! Spirit blade! Attack!
Nowhere to hide.
Swift and merciful!
Speed of light!
The end
I'll be fine.
is nigh.
Come on! We can do it! Oh no!
The world will fall!
Cut to the chase! Don't blink!
The end!
Submit for judgment!
The end is nigh.
Not got lucky that time. No, my sword!
A touch of frost!
The world will fall!
Speed of light!
Witness the power of gruppa.
The world will fall!
Swift and merciful!
The abyss shall rise once again! The ceremony was interrupted. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is...
It disappeared.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. But still...
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But I too didn't
Wait! So you mean the Abyss Order?
Thank you. You...
No, we are. Besides coming... excuse us, Mr. Wolfgang!
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered, but I eventually
By the sounds of it, it's possible...
Missile. It could
Fireball? Anyway, it sounds like the first, but in this story...
don't know.
Yes, you were... We need to keep investigating.
Yes, you too.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane. Dane, there you...
I saw her, but purposed as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the... But back to the matter at hand. I see. Well then, we can more or less...
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me... Exactly. The strange story told to...
Ah! After it was damaged, then, whenever anyone got back then, the people...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh! This is it, right? Okay then. Ooh, so what did you... Huh?
This requires another method, using elemental sight on a field tiller. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was
Prototype?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of... And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not, no matter where we may hide it.
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic,
Let's go back to those ruins and I'll make sure it doesn't...
Сюда гоняют.
Let the show begin. So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used... Don't blink! Let's dance!
Лучше за раз прилететь.
I'll protect us.
Looks like we're in an eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defile.
You are just as... I sense your... Oh, and then we are the...
It is your words, the time to silence!
The abyss.
A touch of frost.
Incoming!
Swift and merciful.
Nowhere to hide. Got lucky that time.
Происходит.
One with my blade. Spirit blade.
I let my guard down.
Don't blink.
Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
Incoming.
Forth my blade.
Surging tide.
Cut to the chase.
The end
Speed of light.
come.
Incoming.
One with my blade. From whence you came.
Let me weave you a
Don't blink.
The world will fall.
Swift and merciful.
Rain outlines your fate.
The world will fall.
One with my blade. Submit for just
The world
to your brother?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Your brother?
Ether. We meet.
What's going on?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. That man Dainsleif was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of... A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed...
You're saying Dane is from Conria? And you said the people turned into and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Yes, of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no... Listen to me, Lumi. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way... Oh! First off, it seems like your also, your next thing, and Dane is from... So that's why you're... But... If also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother, it turns out, yeah, then our journey's not... If your brother won, come on, traveler, let's go! And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. He said we need, and we won't find out what this journey... don't make... Although, where's... Oh, you mean that... You're right. After all, everything that followed... Ooh. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far. The animal... Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain it? Oh, let's see what she had...
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? It seems...
I created another universe and...
Пипец вообще.